Hey movers, and welcome back to the mat. We have a family affair today. It's going to be a little bit chaotic. We're going to roll with the punches. I've got my wonderful fiance on the mat with me. We're doing some post-lunch movement. Bro Lattes, encouraging all to get on the mat and move their body. So without further ado, we're going to start on our backs today. So go ahead and find some space. We're going to come down with our feet hip distance apart. I'll get you to turn around so your head's up this end, and go ahead and lie with your arms nice and long by your side. We're going to take your feet, as I said, hip distance, and just make sure your big toe, pinky toe, and heel are connected to the mat. Take a nice big breath in, fill the lungs. As you exhale, I want you to start to press actively down through your heels. We're going to start to tuck the tail, roll your ribs and hips a little closer as you peel your lower back, your middle back, and your hips off the mat there, finding the tips of the shoulder blades, lift a little higher, squeeze the bottom. And then we're melting all the way back down. Upper back first, slowly. Middle back, the very last thing to hit the mat is that tail, and then breathe in, reset. Exhale, press through the heels, we ripple and roll. So we're gonna start with 5 of these, taking this time to mobilize your spine. So we're not worrying about how high our hips can get. We're thinking just slowly pressing one vertebrae at a time back down into that mat. Pausing at the top and then coming all the way back down. All right, thank you very much, Winnie. You can take a seat now. Press through the heels, 2 more. Multitasking at its finest. And 1 more. Pressing through the heels, we're gonna meet at the top of that bridge. Extending the hips, opening up through the front body. Go ahead and take your hands up and over your shoulders. From here, fantastic. Keep the arms reaching to the ceiling. We're just going to fold at the hips, hinge halfway down. Press and lift. All right, so all I want you to focus is creasing through the front of the shorts. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, press. Beautiful. So starting to get that glute max, that big glute muscle active through the back body. Spine is nice and long. For 6, exhale, lift. 5, if you're feeling really good, find a little bit more range. Tap the bottom all the way to the mat. 4, in 3, in 2, meet me at the top there. Extend and lift, hold. How are you feeling? Let's go. Right hand down to the toes, left arm up and over your head. So we're finding a scissors motion with the arm. Hips stay still though. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, we switch. Right arm up and over, left arm down to the floor. Just gonna move that down. Okay, keep the hips steady. We're just gonna mobilize through your shoulder joint. Beautiful, finding length from the fingers, almost like you're stretching away one arm to the other. Now glutes are still active. You'll feel them staying nice and warm as you maintain that neutral pelvis, neutral hip across both hip bones. 3 more to go. In 2. Last one. Meet me back with those arms back towards the ceiling. Fantastic. From here, lift the hips just slightly. Beautiful. We're going to take your right knee only out to the side and then wrap the inside thigh. Pull the right knee back over the foot. Good. Left knee out to the side. Left knee restacks. Okay, a little bit of active hip external rotation. All the while maintaining your hip in that extension. Little tuck of the tail for me, just to make sure you're protecting that lower back. Slow it right down. Don't rush this. Good. We have 3 more each side. As you start to fatigue a little, just make the movements just a little smaller. Try not to sort of just fling that leg out to the side for 2. Stay with me, slow and steady. Let's go 1 more. Wrap that left knee out and then all the way back in. Lift the hips up, up, up. Open the front of the hip. Beautiful, just the glutes. We're gonna squeeze the bottom like your life depends on it and then release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Well done, just for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower everything back down. Oof. And then wrap those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Little warm. All right, feel free to just rock from side to side. Whatever your body needs, maybe you take a couple of circles of the knee and hip. We're gonna transition this position, guys, into some side lying work. So when you're ready, I'm gonna get you to roll onto your right side. So come on around. Winnie's still got her ball here. Good waiting, Win. All right, can you see me from there? Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna stack our forearm underneath our shoulder, feet in line with your hips, and then knees, hips, and ankles are all stacked. Lovely. All right, from here, we're thinking about this top hip. I want you to disconnect the feet. We're gonna press down into the bottom leg, lift top knee, shin, and ankle away, and then inhale to lower back down. Beautiful. So we're working on this top left hip. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Now, making sure we're pressing down through the right side. Right forearm, right palm, just lifting away from that floor. We're not at the beach. We're not lounging around. Good. All right, let's start to add on. The next time you extend that top leg, I want you to hold. We're gonna reach that top leg out long. Imagine you've got a sort of glass pane between top and bottom leg, and then pull it all the way back in. We lower down. Again, lift, reach and extend. Beautiful. Find that full hip extension. We glide back in and lower that top leg. Okay, so we're building into that full extension now, aiming to stretch the toes as far away from that hip as you can. Don't worry about the height of your leg. Inhale and down. Let's progress this a little. We'll take out that lower. So we're gonna continue to move in and out on that angle. Knee, shin, and foot in line with your hip. Good, thinking about that left top hip there. You can even place your hand just to cue that stacking of the pelvis as you fatigue. We are nearly there. For 5, in 4, in 3, well done. We're gonna hold it, nearly there. In 2, let's go, last 1, reach and hold. Okay, point your toes. We're gonna draw tiny little circles back, down, around with that top leg. Just a reminder, get out of that right armpit, press away from the floor. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's reverse it to finish. Other direction, how are we going? 5, 4, 3, 2, lift, hold, scoop the heel back in line, hold, lift a little higher, get away from that mat, press into the forearm for 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, tap it out, nice work. Let's go ahead and just tap out that tension, reset through the shoulder. I've got a little bit of side plank work here to finish off this side. So when you're ready, staying exactly as you are, just maybe shimmy the feet a little bit further away from the bottom. We're gonna press down into the bottom shin and your bottom forearm, extend the hips forwards, find your side plank, and then come all the way back down. Little tap, engage through that side waist, we lift. Now we've spent a fair bit of time on the forearm. I promise we're not here for too much longer. Inhale, exhale. All right, let's work into 2 more before we meet in that side plank hold. Last one, lift the hips and hold. Okay, we're gonna take that top arm to the ceiling. Let's find our rotation. Reach that left arm underneath your right, twisting through the trunk, and then come all the way back up. Extend and squeeze the glutes. Don't drop the hips. Inhale, we twist. Exhale, unravel. Beautiful. So we're trying to really isolate and reach around, rotating that upper thoracic, upper back. You might get a few clicks or cracks. That's okay, as long as it's not causing you any pain. Let's go for 3. How are we going back there? 4, 2. Last one, just unravel, just hold if you can. Top leg goes long, bottom leg goes long, Full side plank to finish, team. Just 8 seconds here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Well done. All right, let's stretch. Right shin comes in to the top edge of your mat and left heel to your bottom. Let's place that left hand down and find your mermaid stretch. Nice and warm, nice and quick. Give the wrist a roll. Alrighty, when you're ready, place that right hand down. We just come up to the other side. See if you can anchor your left hip nice and heavy here, just to avoid hitching up through that top hip. And then one more. Up and over to that left side. Inhale through the nose and unravel. All right, team, we're gonna dive onto our hands and knees. So I'm gonna come around and face this direction. You can come with me. We're gonna take our hands under our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. Let's take a moment to drop the belly, widen the sit bones, and then press and round into your cat-cow. Nice. Maybe you stay in this position, or maybe you sort of wiggle and roll the shoulders from side to side. Whatever feels good here, I want you to find a little bit of a moment to be dynamic in your spinal movement after spending a little bit of time in that side stacked position. Let's take one more breath. Rounding through the upper back, pressing into the shins, the tops of the hands, nice work, and then unraveling. Okay, so we're gonna come into a sort of a low plank position here. Take your hands, one handprint in front of where they just were, and then drop your hips down into your low plank position. Shuffle back a little bit. So this position we've got basically a straight line from the crown of your head to the middle of your spine, tail to knees. Tuck the tail, squeeze the glutes. Fabulous. Okay, from here, take a nice big breath in. We're gonna come down for your chest press. Inhale, exhale, lift. 2 here. Hold. All right, right hand taps the left shoulder. We've got our shoulder taps for 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 push-ups. Let's go. Nose between those fingertips. Elbows wrapping in, 4 of our shoulder taps. Now that you've got our rhythm, I'm going to talk at you about those shoulder taps. So when you are tapping from left to right, I want you to work really hard to take a moment to keep your trunk and pelvis as steady as you can. Hips down. That's it. In that low plank, just to avoid rocking from side to side there. 3, 4. All right, let's work through 2 more rounds. Keeping the hips down in that low plank as you tap from side to side. Good work, guys. 2 push-ups. Last round here. 4, 3, 2. All right, stay with me. Straight into those push-ups. We have 6 and press. 5, tuck that tail. 4, 3, 2, good. 1, lift and hold. Taps. 10, 9, 8, squeeze the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dive it back. Stretch those arms out long, hips over heels. Good work. All right, team, well done. Hopefully your upper body is feeling a little warm. Shoulders are ignited there. In through the nose, out through the mouth. When you're ready, we're gonna unravel, peel yourself back, shimmy those hands under shoulders, and just tuck those toes now. So we're in a stacked position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just shimmy forwards a little bit. That's it. Okay, so we're gonna think about triceps and stabilizing through that shoulder girdle now. Prepare, inhale through the nose. Exhale, I want you to press into the hands, the tops of your feet, hover your knees. Inhale, tap the knees back down. Gently, exhale, straight back up. All right, no rest for the wicked. Hover, lift, and tap. So slow it down, and it's not quite a rest of the knees. It's a little tap, straight back up. Good. All right, can we start to add on 1 layer here? Exhale, hover the knees, You're gonna stretch the knees apart externally, bring them back in, tap the knees down. Exhale, straight back up, stretch, together, and lower. Now remember guys, these are always optional. You don't need to take this variation if it's feeling strong through the shoulders already. Just keep working through your hovers. We are nearly there. Keep going, B. 3, and tap. 2, and tap. Last layer to come, then we rest. Hover, hold. Beautiful, just the knees. Big toe stays grounded, move the knees out and in. Woo, nice and spicy. 6, 5, 4, eyes up. 3, 2, knees under, lift the hips, hold. 3, 2, 1. Can't get out of that easy. Good work, guys. Hips over heels, find that juicy child's pose. Just anchor the elbows down for me. Go ahead and bring the hands together. We're just gonna floss those triceps. So bring your palms over your head and then move in and out of that little stretch through the arm. Nice, guys. Good news. We're transitioning to the other side. So before we come up to a standing finish, we are gonna progress to the left. So let's come over onto our left side. When you're ready, left shoulder underneath, left shoulder over left forearm. Stack the knees, hips. Fantastic. And then, I'm just gonna make space for my leg. We're gonna start here in our top lever. So press away from the mat, guys. We've got our hips stacked and our top leg is going to hover away from our bottom, and then we bring it back down. Exhale, hover lift. Inhale to lower. So just starting really slowly here, and then trying to just think about that bottom leg. See if you can press it down with the bottom leg at the same time you lift up. Nice. We've got 4. We're going to progress and start those single leg extensions here. The last 2. All right, last one. Hover and hold. From here, can you stretch that top leg all the way out? Heel, knee in line with hip. Bring it all the way back in and then lower back down. Good work. Okay, hover, reach and stretch. This sideline work will always point out any little discrepancies between left and right. I know my right side is a whole lot more challenging than my left. So if you're feeling the same, don't worry. It's very normal to have one dominant side. That's why we're here. That's what we're working on. Let's go progressing here into that single leg extension. Now bring it back in, but don't lower that top leg. In and out. Good. Let's work for 4. We're going to find that extension here. If you need, turn to that bottom forearm. Last 2. All right, let's go last 1. Reach that top leg long, hold it there. We're gonna take tiny little circles. Back, down, and around. Ooh, nice and spicy on this side. 3, 2, reversing the circles, other direction, let's go. 5, 4, point your toes. 3, 2, 1, lift that top arm, lift that top leg, get away from the mat. 3, 2, 1, oh my goodness. Tap it out, release through that hip. Okay, if you need to have a bit of a shimmy, a bit of a roll, go for it. Otherwise, we're coming straight into it. Finishing off the side plank series, guys, on the other side. Okay, top hand can come to your hip or the front of your mat. Let's press down through the shins, lift the hips, and then extend forwards, find your side plank. Inhale, a little tap, reset. We hover, reach and extend. Inhale, reach back and tap. 3 more here. We're going to meet in that side lift and hold. For 2. Good. Let's meet on the next one. Staying up nice and strong, pressing through the forearm, reach the right hand to the ceiling. Okay, let's find our twist. Inhale, we reach behind us. Right arm leads the way. Unravel, reopen. Inhale. Good. How far can you reach back without losing your pelvis stacked? Nice, big lat stretch as you twist. 4 to go. In 3. In 2. All right, little challenge coming up. Stay with me, B. Last one, hold. Right leg lengthens, left leg lengthens. Find your full side plank. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, you did it. All right, let's bring it in. Left shin to the edge of your mat. Right shin scoops in nice and close to your side. Take the right hand down. Let's find that mermaid stretch. Give your wrist on the left a bit of a roll. Opening up through the left side here. Nice work, guys. Feel free to rotate if that feels nice. And then let's just unravel and take it to the other side. All right, good news, well and truly over halfway. Let's do one more to that right side with your left arm. Grab a sip of water, guys, if you need. Now would be a really good time. Otherwise, we're gonna unravel to our 4-point kneel. So come with me. We're gonna take our hands a little bit further in front of our shoulders, tuck the toes and peel your way up to our very first downward dog. I want you to take a moment just to pedal it out through your ankles. We're gonna work into some single leg standing stability to finish. So just take a moment to pedal it out through the legs and mobilize that ankle joint. For 3, for 2, and 1. Drop both of the heels nice and heavy. Let's take a little walk up with the hands. Watch the hip rock towards your feet. Tuck the chin towards your chest and ripple and roll your way up to standing. Fantastic. All right, do you want to take a little step forwards, B? And we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart. Beautiful. Toes can be facing forwards, and we're going to think about warming up through the legs. Drop the hips, reach the hands forwards. Press and lift. Good. So I want you to find length through your fingertips, through your arms, biceps to ears if you can. Drive through the heels, the big toe, like you're trying to stretch the floor apart from underneath you. Nice. Good. Let's start to add on. The next time you find that stand position, lift the heels, double leg calf raise. Good. Inhale. Lift. Few clicks and cracks through the ankles, guys. We encourage that. As long as that's not painful, it's okay. Just working into that ankle joint. Now try and stand up really tall and tuck the tail as you lift. That's it. And you'll find it's quite wobbly up there on the tippy toes. We don't spend a lot of time there. Let's go for 3. Good. 2. Meet me in your squat. Standing tall. Last one. Sink the hips and hold. Fantastic. Okay, hands are going to stay reaching. All I want you to do is lift your right heel. Lower your right heel. Lift your left. Good. If you need, hands can come to your hips. Otherwise, keep fighting gravity, keep reaching forwards. Good. We're going to mobilize that shoulder. So as you lift your right heel, hands sweep. As you lower, hands lift. Glide and reach. Good. So lower the arms to your hips as you lift the heel, and then lower the heel, extend the arms. It's a bit of a brain coordination. Now, feel free to continue moving from left to right, or we're going to bring it all together. So as you lift your heels, arms will sweep by your hips, both heels lift, both heels lower, arms lengthen. So lift the heels and reach. That's the way. Don't worry if your coordination is not there. Just keep flowing with what feels good. I think we're doing opposite arms, but that's okay. We are here for 4. We're going to stay lifted. Ooh, in 3. In 2. Last one. Reach the arms back. Turn the palms to face behind you. Beautiful, lift the heels, lift the heels. Good, you're gonna drop down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. You are squatting into those tiny little pulses. If you need one heel down, no problems. Big toe is your best friend. 5, keep reaching the arms back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels, stand up tall. Give the leg a shake. Good work. Okay, quads should be feeling nice and warm. Let's put the glutes to good use. Right leg forwards, left leg back. Beautiful. Prop the left foot up so you're on the ball of your foot, and then soften the standing leg. Hands are gonna go to hips. We're gonna take a hip hinge, So we're gonna dive the nose forwards over the toes. For any of my gym junkies, we're working into a split-legged RDL, and then press into the floor, extend your hips. Inhale, we hinge. Exhale to lift. So I want you to feel a little stretch in the back of your hamstring, keeping the knees soft the whole time. Good, let's work through 4, 3, 2, okay, 1. I want you to find that hinge and hold. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest. You're gonna step that left leg out long. Find that scooter, beautiful, and bring that left leg in. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Really nice. Okay, so we've got most of your body weight on that standing leg. Feeling the right glutes, right quads. Let's start to add on. Step it back, rotate to the right, twist your torso. Come back through center, pull that left leg in. But we haven't changed the hip angle. We rotate and twist, back through center. Ooh, a bit wobbly. Reach, twist, center, pull. So it's 4 distinct movements. Tap, twist, back to center, pull. There you go. Reach, twist, center, pull. Last layer to come. Keep moving where you are. As you pull in, I want you to stand tall, left knee to your chest. Good, we reach it back, find your hinge, we rotate. Come back to center, drive all the way up, scoop the knee. Reach and tap. Now you're really light on your left toes. Reach, twist, center, drive. Nice, guys. So definitely feeling that right glute. Drive. Staying as stable as you can. It'll really challenge that balance. We've got 3 more. And drive. 2. And drive. Last one. Good. I want you to come all the way up and find that hinge hold. Hands are going to come just by your side. Reach the fingertips back. Can you lift your back leg to finish? Hover and hold. Good. Lift the ribs slightly. Lift that back leg, extend the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Tough out the legs. Well done, team. Walk to the back edge of your mat. Little shimmy. Reach the hands all the way forwards and up to the sky. Take a breath. Little active recovery here, team. Folding forwards. Find that forward fold. Okay. Now, just before we finish on the other side, in your forward fold, I want you to soften the knees. So bend both knees. We're gonna walk the hands all the way out to your high plank. Keep the hips nice and steady. Broaden your upper back. Drop your hips. High plank. There you go. Okay, from here, we're gonna walk our way into some mountain climbers. Right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee. Soften the knees, walk the hands back in to meet the feet. Come all the way up, starting again. Hips come down, we walk it out. Hold. Okay, right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. Pull it in and in. Adding 2, walk it all the way back. Good, come up to standing. Nice, guys. As you come down, watch that hip shift. Keep really stable. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back in. Standing all the way tall. 2 to go, guys. Ooh, getting that hurried up a little bit. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it in. Standing tall. Let's go, last one. All right, let's go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't rush. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Find your plank. Don't move. Broaden shoulders. Drop your hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Oh, nice work. Bit of surprise there. Pedal it out. When you're ready, guys, take a moment to drop both heels down. Drop the head. Take a breath in. Walk the hands in to meet your feet. Tuck the chin towards your chest and unravel, unfold up to standing. Okay, guys, last little bit for those leggies. Take a step forwards, left leg forwards, right leg back. We're finding that hip hinge pattern. Hands to the hips. Okay, so soften the standing left leg. Fantastic, lift that right heel. And we're gonna fold forwards. Chest drops, sit bones widen. Press into the left heel, come all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Good, so the heart rate will be up a little bit. That's okay. Good, last little bit before we get to cool it down. We've got 3. Focusing on finding that stretch behind the hamstring and pausing there before you drive and extend the hips to open. Good, on this next one, find your hip hinge and hold. Beautiful, okay. Hands come to prayer. Right leg reaches long. Right leg pulls in. Good. Single leg scooter, reach and tap. Reach and tap. Try and get full hip and knee extension, length as you reach. Loading up that standing left leg this time. Let's start to add in those layers, guys. Reach and lengthen. We twist to the left this time. Come back through center and tap. Reach, twist, center, tap. Now watch your hips be. Try not to rotate your pelvis, just your upper back. That's better. Got to use that stability and grounding sensation through the pelvis. Left leg. Good. 2 more like this, guys. We're going to add in that drive of your standing leg. 1 more. Come back to center. This time, drive, pull. Right knee to chest. We reach and lengthen. Rotate. Good. Drive, pull, and twist. Nice. Think about using your abdominals as you drive the knee to chest. Good. That's it. 6. And twist. 5. And twist. 4. B thought we were really finished. And twist. 3. 2. Okay, guys, so close. Stick with us. 1. Twist. Drive it all the way up. Lengthen it back and hold. Soften that standing knee. Can you bend the left knee? You're gonna float the back leg off the mat and hold. Arms reach behind you. Hold, lengthen that right leg. Stretch, stretch, stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, tap it out. You did it. All right, come to the back of your mat. It's time to stretch. Soften the knees, give the shoulders a roll. Let's tuck the chin, roll our way down. Now, it wouldn't be a full class without one final little finisher. I know. Soften the knees. We have 30 seconds on the clock, team. So when you're ready, we're walking our hands out into your high plank and hold it here. Okay, from here, team, if you need, you can come down to your shoulder taps. No problems at all. For your first option, more progressed option here. High plank, hips down B, shoulders over wrists. Right leg out to the side. Right leg steps back in. Left leg out to the side. Left leg back in. All right, this is where we're starting and finishing. Shoulders over wrists. There you go. Tuck that tail. Now slow and steady. You will feel your opposite glute switch on Let's go 10. So close, B. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Find your plank in 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift away from the mat. Hold, hold. 5, 4. Breathe. 3, 2. Downward dog. Woo. Drop the heels. Bring the knees down to the mat. Park the hips down. Thank goodness. It is done, guys. Let's stretch. Good job. I think B was about to kill me if I added one more round there. All right, when you're ready, team, we're just going to take a pigeon stretch. So to get there, tuck the toes, hike the bottom to the sky for your down dog. You're going to pull your right knee in and across to the top edge of your mat. Shuffle your left leg back. And you might need to go a little bit further forwards there. Find either your extended position where your chest is proud and you're taking a nice big breath into that right hip, or if you've got the range, you can bring yourself down into your forearms, and we're going to take 3 nice big deep breaths, guys. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Not so bad. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. When you're ready, walk your hands in towards your shin. Tuck that back toe under and just press into your down dog. We're just going to change sides, team. So scoop that left knee in and across. Lower that right leg down, guys, and find a moment to extend the spine, opening your right hip and stretching your left glute. And then we can walk the hands down and then take a couple of deep breaths here. We want to really slow that heart rate down. In through the nose, fill the lungs, expand the rib cage. One more. Walking the hands back in, just tucking the back toes under. We're going to pike it back up to your down dog one final time. This time, just carefully creep the toes towards the hands. Find your forward fold and let that upper body hang. Roll the shoulders. Feel free to interlace the hands over the elbows and maybe just rock from side to side, letting go of any tension in the jaw, any tension in the upper neck that we might have created on 4-point kneeling today. And then when you're ready, just finding a moment of stillness to let the hands drop all the way down to the floor. Soften the knees. We're going to unravel, so tuck and round through the belly. Keep slowly restacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time. And the last thing to lift is that head, neck, and chest. Go ahead and just reach the hands all the way up. Look up at your fingertips, guys, and then circle the palms out, down, and around. And that finishes you off for your class today. Thanks for joining me, V. Well done, guys, for getting on the mat. I will see you on the mat again soon. If you like these partner workouts, be sure to let us know, because I'll be happy to get him on the mat again soon. Have a good day, guys.